So let me bid you welcome to today's flight from Wickenburg Municipal to Chandler Municipal. Hello, friends. It's gonna be the 83rd flight that we have together, and I hope that it will be as good as the most of them. So let's actually go to the weather here. We have some observation first. Yes, that's gonna update. And as has come to be our norm here, flying in the west in these times, we have great visibility and high temperatures and slightly lower pressure. So that's good. We have no clouds really and anything like that. As far as wind goes, if we go to surface wind, we have something, well, let's say that we can have some gusts here. Maybe not so much in Phoenix, but it may happen. And the winds are either from the south, east or southeast. At some altitude, it's basically the same, only they are like easterly winds blowing there. But not too strong, so it should be fine. Let's get away from the weather. Let's also do the METAR. I'm actually surprised that I see temperature at Phoenix only as 22. That must be some mistake. Because then a little bit away we have 35. I do believe, I don't know what could cause such a drop in temperature in Phoenix. Because these airports are literally like maybe 10 miles from each other, or maybe 15. I don't really believe that there will be like 13-degree difference.
It reads 37 degrees now.
Sorry?
The METAR in Phoenix now reads 37 degrees 43 minutes ago. I guess. Don't know, maybe it's a glitch.
Oh, maybe PDX is not the correct one, right? BHX, okay, so that's the problem.
Oh, that's Portland, yeah.
Yes, okay. Okay, now that looks much more believable. But as you can see, it's very important to actually read the data and think about them, because the way, or the thing that it didn't make sense actually made me kind of try to investigate what's going on, right? So also a good exercise there. In any way, variable wind at Chandler, clear skies, the same for Phoenix, basically the same altimeter setting. I don't think that we need to really go any deeper into it. As well as the planning itself. Let's just say that here we have the sectional chart. Actually, this is a sectional chart. The white rectangle or square denotes that we have a terminal area chart available, tag chart. So we can definitely switch to that, and the whole flight will be in the range of this tag chart. And we also have the fly chart, which is used to better see the airspaces around. So let's use it to actually look at the airspaces. So obviously we have a lot of airports around Phoenix, a lot of towered airports, and each of those have a class delta around them, which is denoted by this blue dashed line. We have class Bravo, which is the solid blue line, which is for Phoenix, and those numbers denote the floor and ceiling of that airspace. And those kind of broad, let's say cyan, is it cyan? Yeah, cyan lines are so-called flyways, hence the fly chart. And if you are flying on those flyways, I believe it is a rule, but not sure exactly, but at least for this one is, you will actually not be entering class Bravo at all, right? So that's kind of to make you kind of miss class Bravo and also miss the most frequented arrival and departure paths of airliners and other aircraft. However, today I'm not gonna use Flyway. We used it last time, I believe, in San Francisco when we were flying over the bridge. Today, I want to use the transition route, VFR transition route, which are denoted by these maroon arrows. And I believe that the tag chart will be better to see those. Let me just remove the flight plan for now. It's like this. Yeah, hide this. And so you can see we have basically one, but in effect two VFR transition routes. One is east route and the other is west route, and see inset for requirements. So let's go to inset and let's actually read about it. So it is a transition route over Phoenix Sky Harbor, and again here you have a diagram kind of simplified just showing the route. And the one that is used is based upon the runway in use. So I believe that if they are landing west, for example, I would use the east route. That sounds to me logical, because at this point the aircraft, you know, that are arriving or departing will be actually on the ground or very near it. Here on the other side, they will be climbing, so I don't think that this would be used if they are landing and departing west. But I might be wrong in my assumption. But I would assume that today they are actually, the winds are like from 300 or something like that. So I assume that they would be landing and departing west, and in that case it's the east route or east route that we should be using. Altitude is assigned by ATC. If there is no ATC today, then it's by us. And it said aircraft should fly between the Hoboken Expressway, State Route 143, and the approach end of runways 26 and 25s. So let's again see the map here, because we can see also some ground features. For example, here we can see that the transition route for us starts around this Pi peak, right? And from there we should already be able to see the runways. So you actually turn left a little bit to fly, you know, at the approach or at the approach end of those runways here, and then you can either like diverge back here, or since we are going actually there, and kind of maybe continue straight ahead and kind of make a turn. That's what I would do here. Another area that I promised last time to speak about is this SATR, Special Air Traffic Rule, and the reason why it's here is because of the Luke Air Force Base, right? So those are these white areas. It's a north one and south one. And again, we have like information here on the left side, Luke Saturn North area and south area. You have frequencies to contact, and then you have some explanation of you know, of the requirements. The core of it for us is that we basically need to be in contact with ATC if we are operating in there. And I guess that if they are active, then they can actually tell you, you know, to go away. We also have the alert area. That's kind of at the same general area. So what I assume is going over here is like new cadets, maybe from Air Force, learning to fly their jets, and hence these areas here. I don't think that you would have any special questions to the route, right? We're basically following the road here. I have chosen one point in the middle because this leg was too long, and hoping that I will be able to identify the canal here, or canal. And then it's kind of debatable if I'm gonna if I'm gonna be able to spot Glendale power plant, but I have chosen that as a kind of a point here. You can enter these designations into the GPS and it should be in the database. So if you want to use GPS as a kind of backup or as a primary, not the primary, you should still try to identify that visually, but you can definitely have a help from GPS if you wish so. And at this point I would turn left, not continue like that, but get on the transition route instead. And when I'm over the airport, then back to Chandler. Be wary of where you land. As I said before, there are a lot of airports in the area. I don't think that it's easy to mistake it with Boeing, even though the runway layout is similar, but it's too far apart. And since you've been crossing, you would need to cross back to arrive at Boeing field there. Oh, it's not Boeing field, it's a Falcon field, sorry. Boeing is private, some heliport there, so Falcon field. So that should not be a problem. If you look at the Chandler there, it has quite a distinctive layout. It has two runways that are kind of displaced a little bit, so it shouldn't be difficult to spot that one. So where are we there? Yeah, that's the destination. There are some descriptions. It's a lot to read. I believe where general aviation TS&T transient fixed wing parking boxes in front of terminal. So if I go here to arrival, then this is transient parking there. So probably we should park someplace there, and preferably use runways 22 or 4 for landing. Yeah, so the departure itself, we have currently the wind is preferring runway 5 last time I checked. So if that's the case, runway 5 has a left traffic pattern, so the most prudent is to just take off or depart straight out, and then when probably then kind of start following this road, so you would be high enough to make a turn at that point behind Wickenburg maybe, and just start following the US 60 road. And remember, if we have ATC, just contact them rather early, because here we already have the special air traffic rule area, and we should be in contact with them if that is the case. So that's the departure. We have a CTAF 123.0. Yes, that's correct. Then when we come closer, when we are maybe turning left there and heading for Paistua Peak, then latest at Paistua Peak I would contact the ATC. It's probably sooner because it's just 7 miles here to the airport, so maybe 5 miles to the edge of Klaus Bravo. So let's say that it's maybe better to contact them already when arriving at Paistua Peak. And how do we do that? I have again given an example. It might be, their responses might be different. You might tell it differently because let's face it, this is like quite a long speech. I would again start, if we have ATC, with just calling them and saying that you have a VFR request. Because if you start telling this and maybe they are thinking or need to contact somebody else, they won't listen to you and you would need to repeat it anyway. I recently read somewhere that And it was like from a real aviation that some people were giving advice not to do those stuff. You know, that you are wasting frequency, but like then again others were saying that it's a nonsense, that this is not like this does not occupy the frequency for too long and can prevent, you know, you saying all of that and finding out that the controller that you were speaking to were actually speaking to on another frequency to somebody else, and that's much more wasteful, I would say. So I would still stay behind of kind of calling up and giving them a chance to call you back and give you the space that you need. And the call itself then can look something like this. I don't know if it's going to be tower or approach that you would be calling in real life there if you're staying below the Bravo otherwise. But it can be Phoenix Tower, Comanche 123 Alpha Bravo, Slant Alpha, VFR from Wickenburg to Chandler, 5 miles, and this is not a mistake. This is actually how you should we should pronounce 5 in aviation. 5 miles east of Paistew Peak at 3,500 feet. Request to transition the Class Bravo airspace via east route southbound with November. And this with November is obviously the 80s information that you should have listened or found out before. They can give you squawk, then they can radar identify you and give you your clearance, and then you just repeat that what you should do. Remember, you need this specific clearance into Class Bravo, otherwise stay out of it. Regarding the pronunciation, since I'm at it, I must say that I don't really know how to say 5 differently from like 5 normally, because to me it sounds the same, but maybe some Native American speaker can advise me. You know, what's the difference?
Sounds exactly the same to me.
Yeah, I read somewhere that in 5 you should read something the same as in Barney, like the name Barney, but I don't know which part. You know, if I should read something like 5 or 5 or something like that, I don't know really. Yeah, but just to repeat, we have, I believe, 4 digits that we speak differently. It's digit 3 that you read as a 3 in aviation. It's a digit 4 that you read as a four. They say it like four, and was it maybe I believe that there was like three letters here, but something like that, like four. Then we have 5, which is this 5, and then we have obviously 9, which is niner. Just spell it out here, niner. So just a quick course there. Yep, and a 0 we read as a 0, not as O. But I hope that that's obvious. All right, arrival there. Yeah, what I found, let's go to the map. If you look here at Chandler Municipal, right? So I'm speaking about this line, CT126.1, S like star, C133.1 star. So what that basically mean? CT is contact tower or a control tower, and we have 126.1. Then the asterisk means that that's kind of there are some details in the supplement. C, that's for CTAF, Common Traffic Advisory Frequency, and then 133.1, and again star. So for how to use those frequencies, you actually need to go to the supplement and actually look what's going on. And I have a copy of the supplement here and destination. So let's see. This communication part, and you can see the CTAF is 126.1. And then we have tower is 133.1 for arrivals from south and east. and departures from runway 04 right and 22 left. So that's this one. Right, and then we have 126.1 from for arrivals from north and west, and departure runway. I showed the wrong runway, obviously. So 04 right and 22 left is this one, obviously, and that's makes more sense because it's arrivals from south and east, so from this direction. And then we have 126.1, which is for arrival from north and west, and departures from this runway. Then we have the time that the tower is operational, which is from 1300 to 0400 Zulu, which is in the time that we are flying, because now it's about 1900 Zulu. But if we were outside of that time, we would use 126.1, one of the tower frequencies, as CTAF. And we will obviously use that if, sorry, if we don't have any ATC. Okay, so that's arrival. Since this is a controlled field, we don't need to, or we can practice like what instruction would be given by ATC. So if we are coming from north west or from west in this case, then I would just, you know, simulate joining either right traffic for 22 right or left traffic, or maybe even left base for left, or forward left to be specific. And more correct, and then kind of land and taxi to transient parking. And I believe that's quite it. Unless you have some questions. And obviously I forgot to put like the calls to the tower. So when you are at least like 10 miles out, remember this is a Class Delta airport. So maybe when you are relieved from the frequency or above the golf course, it's a good time to give a call to Chandler Tower and just announce your position and your intentions, and then you kind of do what they tell you.
I have a CTAF question.
Yes.
When we overfly Phoenix, do we communicate on Unicom or on Phoenix CTAF?
I would communicate on Phoenix CTAF. And since it is like a large field, I would probably get the CTAF from here.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing the other aircraft on final would be on CTAF, so I guess I would want to know.
Yeah. I would talk on this one and also monitor the Unicom.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can expect some aircraft there, so yeah. I believe that's it.
Okay.
Is it?
Thomas, a question for you.
Yes.
At the destination, let's say if there's no ATC in Phoenix, is it just the CTAF? You're showing a quick chart and I kind of missed that. At Chandler Municipal, is there also a tower by any chance, or is just?
Yeah, there is a tower.
Okay.
It's a Class Delta airport, so control tower is on either 126.1 if you're arriving from this direction, or 133.1 if you're arriving from the other direction. But the CTAF is 126.1 for every directions.
Okay. Thanks.
For all directions, more specific. All right. Unless there are more questions, I wish you happy flying.
Happy flying.
Happy flying.
Happy flying.
Flying hat is donned. And working. Good. Right, let's start the airplane. watching for fuel pressure right now, and it's rising. Very good. We need to at least once prime it. This one doesn't want to start. Then we can put a beacon on. This one is beacon. Yes. Check the area. Check that we have parking brake on. Yes, and let's start. Right. Oil pressure in the green. I'll just add a little bit of power. Seems like we have, as last time, there might be something with the magnetos or something else, but yeah, I'm purposefully not overhauling the engine and so on, because I'm waiting for this, you know, kind of if we have some simulated failure, just as kind of something special there. As I said, I'm gonna be monitoring Unicom as well, so I must as well like put it into my com too. Yes. 123.0 there. Good. We will not be filling, but we will be using left tank initially. Let's go for left. And today I will configure those transition points just to be on the safe side. Not like visual points, actually, not transition points. So that's VP GPP. Then we have VPPEK. And then we have VPAWG. Yes. So if we feel the need, I can switch to the map and look it up. Let's see if it. Yeah, this looks correct. The final portion of the flight. Good. So let's keep it there. I will put the map on for taxi. Let's review the departure weather. I won't see it here, but Little Nav Map says we have 117 magnetic at 6 or 7 knots, so it's gonna be runway 05 there for us. We have oil temperature, ampere amps. We have positive, but seems to me too much actually. Maybe we have something with the alternator. Well, we know we have something with the alternator. We'll see if it gives us any troubles. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, as far...
75600, radio check.
Loud and clear.
We'll check the elevation 2379er. 23, yeah, it's roughly all right. Just for the sake of it, let's see what's with the engine, because I believe that there is something with the engine. Yeah, we have oil lines. Oh, we have something with the cylinder. Yeah. So there is definitely something wrong. That's the reason why the why it runs like that. Just for the sake of, you know, seeing what effect it will have, let's kind of make a flight anyway. I believe if it is correctly heard in the, if it can be heard correctly, then you must also hear it that it's not perfect. And if I remember, then after the flight I will repair it. Alright. I just never do that in the real life, right? I remember. If you hear your engine not running smoothly, just don't fly. This is purely so I can...
Wickenburg traffic, November 36 Echo, type Vans RV8 on the ramp, taxiing to runway 05, Wickenburg.
This is purely for the purpose of finding what the fail would
Wickenburg
look like.
traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, in the parking area, taxiing to runway 5 via Alpha, behind the vans, Wickenburg.
Yeah, so really just to kind of explore what the failure would look like.
Radio check, November 75600.
5 by 5, buddy.
Wickenburg traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie Piper Comanche on the stand and taxiing to runway 5 behind the 2 aircraft that called previously. Wickenburg. Yeah, so this failure in the oil lines, I already noticed that before, and I believe that now it transitioned to the actual problem with cylinder number 5. Definitely not running smooth.
Wickenburg traffic, November 187 Delta will join behind the taxiing aircraft to runway 5. Wickenburg traffic.
Radio check, November 75600.
Loud and clear.
Suresh, we hear you on frequency like for the 3rd time now. So if something's not working, then it's your headphones, not the mic.
Yeah, I cannot hear you at all.
Yeah.
So I need to go back and check that. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, the guys are responding, so maybe check the
Yeah,
pilot.
Yeah,
Okay.
something's wrong there. Okay.
By the way, guys, my cylinder number 5 is seems to be toasted, or not toasted, but it's in yellow or orange, because I had like orange oil lines for some time. But I'm purposefully, gonna fly that and see what kind of damage the model will make, and if it ultimately fails. But the engine is not running smoothly. Alright, so let's see. When it's at power, it seems to be running more smooth or smoother. Check seems to be alright. The amp meter.
Traffic, November 36 Echo departing runway 05 straight out, Wickenburg.
The amp meter doesn't show any excessive rate anymore.
Wickenburg traffic, November 75600 is taxiing to runway 05, Wickenburg traffic.
Yeah, idle is lower than it should be. I guess it's because of that cylinder that doesn't want to cooperate. Right. So let's give that. Recheck the magnetic compass. Yeah, it shows more or less correctly. And let's switch away from the map. So we're gonna be departing straight ahead and looking for the road to join a right turn behind the city or behind the town.
Wickenburg traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima is departing runway 5, straight out departure, Wickenburg.
Wickenburg traffic, November 36 Echo, upwind runway 05, 3300, landing 3500, departing to the south, final call, Wickenburg.
Wickenburg traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, lining up and departing runway 05, straight out departure, Wickenburg. Strobe lights, landing lights, fuel pump. Airspeed is alive. Engine instruments in the green.
Wickenburg traffic, Comanche 6529 Lima, upwind of runway 5, 3100, departing your traffic pattern to the east. Final call, Wickenburg.
Wickenburg traffic, November 1800 Delta, hang up, taking off, runway 05, straight out departure, Wickenburg.
Okay, flaps up. Fuel pump off. Landing lights off. We're not gonna be going too high today. So this is probably Wickenburg, and behind that you probably see the road there. Should be doing roughly course 120, but initially it will be a little bit more. Let's say 120. 3,500 is what I want.
Wickenburg traffic, November 75600, lining up and taking off, runway 05, Wickenburg traffic.
Wickenburg traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, after departure from runway 05, have reached the US 60 road and turning southeast. A final call at 3,500 feet. Wickenburg.
Wickenburg traffic, November 187, Victor Delta, 3000 feet, departing southeast, last call, Wickenburg.
Yeah, initially we are doing like this. So gear is up. Let's put it off. Flaps are up. Engines are in the green. That's good. And we can merrily fly along. A quick check of the ATC situation. There is nobody online, so I will prepare a frequency of 120.9er, which will be the Phoenix frequency, and I should already tune that in. We are flying along the road. We should be reaching that canal, which is my first user fix, after 16 minutes of flight. Right, a little bit of turbulence there. They said the wind on the ground is from the east or southeast. We are flying against the wind, so in case that engine fails, ultimately, then we should be flying and landing someplace into the wind. I see a lot of trees, so it will be challenging. And we are not flying very high, are we? I can actually... It's kind of contradiction, right? Because I wanted to fly a little bit lower today, but then wouldn't have too many options. Not to say that I have many right now.
In traffic, American 2320, clear runway 8.
Yeah, so that at Phoenix they were using runway 8, which is kind of strange. Okay, variable wind. Okay, so it's kind of their choice then. I see two roads. We have like double road there, and then we have something here. So let's consult the map. Okay, one can be road and the other can be the railway track. Oh, and this is also a road which goes away. And I don't see such a road here anywhere. Don't know what kind of road is this one. I don't have it on my tag here. And I'm nowhere near there yet. But could it be? No, this is like no, I don't know. Interesting. Should still take me 10 minutes to get to the canal. And I know that I have descended, but that's on purpose for once. What about the temperatures? Even the cylinder number 5 looks fine. So there's like a little bit of swelling in the way, so I actually should be roughly in the middle there, so maybe I already see that one, right? Tang Mountains. Yeah, that must be Tang Mountains. Some proving grounds. 20 miles, 16 minutes. That doesn't actually sound correctly. Let me check again. Okay, so user fix is actually 9 minutes. Okay, so that was my mistake there. Which, yeah, this is the pattern that I recognize from the map. It's this one, proving grounds. Yes. That means that we are already there, and soon we'll be crossing the canal, which is maybe this one there. Okay, yes. And on the right side we should have some racetrack pattern, which will be behind the canal actually, so someplace there. Alright, back on track. And I'm still descending. Yes, I want to. So, time 10 minutes, let's say 15. So starting this timer, we'll make a note that it took me 10.25, and another 7.5 minutes should see me at the power plant here. We'll have the road should have like distinctive turn left and turn right. And right behind that we should be seeing a power plant. There's some body of water that will be probably that one, Trilby Wash Basin. A lot of people going text. So it looks like they're using runway 7, like 7s right now. So maybe we'll go, I should go like the west road or west route. When we reach the power plant, it's gonna be a left turn towards the peak, hopefully visible. We have that wash basin right there. Should be wash basin. Yes, we are at that right now. So still following the road, and maybe I see the first bend, then the second bend, and then the power plant should be there. Gonna be descending maybe like 2,000 feet or something. Or actually let it fly, and in case that it wants to go lower, then I will arrest the descent. Otherwise I'll just let it fly. I believe here, if the engine fails, the only option is kind of a freeway there. Which is normally not a good area to be landing. Because of all the cars. You can actually kill someone on the ground. Really looking forward to the Flight Sim 2024, and hopefully it's gonna be a blast. But I have one condition: this aircraft needs to work on that, because this is just pure joy to fly. Okay, I see some rectangle before the turn, so let's try to see what that might be. No idea. Might be some parking lot or something. If possible, let's try to, sink the gyro, maybe just give it 3 degrees to the left there. There seems to be the way how it's drifting. So we have the first one, like turn, and then should have the other one, and then well, the power plant should be at roughly the same distance between those two turns as from the next turn to the power plant, right? So this is like the same, maybe a little bit closer on the right side. So I would expect it someplace in this area. Let's turn there. Interesting. Circles there. I would expect the power plant someplace there, so hopefully that's also where I'll find it. And then we'll be turning left towards some peak, but it can be anyone. The peak is then 10 miles only, and flight time is 4 minutes. This one is the power plant. I suppose that even here it should be something distinctive. But according to the chart, it's slightly kind of, yeah, that one. This is it, because there is like some S-turn or S in the road, which is also depicted there, and only after that there is a plant. So this is the plant, after which we'll be turning to 082, so let's already prepare it there. This is the power plant, most likely. Yes. Let's fly all the way there. And then let's point to 083 and see what's lying there. Let's make the turn. We have 7:30 on the time, which is exactly 7.5. Good. And then we are flying in this direction.
Traffic, November 36
This
Echo,
one?
type bands RV8 about 7 miles north, 3,500. We'll overfly the runway numbers 26 and 25 at 4,500 southbound Sky Harbor.
It cannot be this one, it's too far. I won't be there in 4 minutes. Interesting. Anyway, there's some canal again and some road. But I think it's too far, isn't it? But maybe, just maybe. Because if anything, I would say the lone peak should be like the peak. But then again, if I look at it, actually might be that one. But what would be this Camelback Mountain? It looks more like that, Camelback Mountain. Look good. I don't know. And it could very well be that one, and Camelback Mountain can be that one. Yeah, that's more likely. So this is probably Pi Stewart Peak. Now let's not hit it, because it's currently higher than I am. Let's get the weather at Phoenix regarding the altimeter 2977. 2977 goes like there. From the Pieback Mountain, Pie Stew Mountain, it's gonna be a 161, so let's prepare that. Yeah, it looks like that, it must be that one. Phoenix traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche, Eastland Alpha, VFR flight, 1 minute from Pi Stewart Peak, and we'll be crossing the airport via the west transition route southbound at the level of approach end of runway 8. Phoenix. Yeah, so we're gonna be using the west one, so we might as well turn already. It's gonna be more than 161 to cross the runway.
Sky Harbor traffic, November 36 Echo, over the numbers, runway 2526 at 4,500, proceeding south, Sky Harbor.
Okay, let's switch the tanks. Yeah, I believe this is kind of a... Yeah, so these are runways most likely, and this should be Interstate 10. So let's continue, and then when we are through, should be looking. Yeah, there should be some mountain range. We should be to the right of it. That should be on our right side. So this one, we're heading there most likely. 161, yeah, something like that. And we will be looking for the golf course if we can locate it, or we'll use time.
Sky Harbor traffic, November 36 Echo, south of the field, and clear of the class Bravo, 4500, descending 3500, proceeding south, final call, Sky Harbor.
Sky Harbor traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, will be crossing approach end of runways 8 and 7s in about 30 seconds at 2,200 feet southbound. Sky Harbor. Yep, that's Sky Harbor right there for you. So do we have any aircraft on the ground? What says the VATSIM radar? Should be 2 aircraft there, but a little bit farther away maybe. Cannot see them right now. Yeah, there's one.
Phoenix traffic out of Pacific 67 is taxiing runway 7 left Phoenix.
Sky Harbor traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, south of the field at 2,200 feet and continuing southeast, final core, Sky Harbor. So I don't really want to fly into these hills, so could we see the golf course? Could be there in 5 minutes, not 3, but I had a head start. Yeah, maybe I will be hitting like it's 1760, yeah, so that's gonna be close. It's actually gonna be after this ridge, the golf course, so let's just make a small correction there. This is some river there or canal. Yeah, it's Western Canal probably, so let's go over.
Hello guys.
Hello.
Hope you guys are doing great. Am I too late?
It depends. I guess you can still take off, but we are like 3/4 there.
I just got home and checked my Discord and found out there's a group flight, so I'm thinking of joining you guys. Are you guys still on the ground or you're already cruising?
In cruise already.
Okay, I should be already there at the golf course.
But it's every week.
This is not a flight.
Maybe this one is golf course, so let's actually...
Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna put in on my schedule, okay.
103.
I'm just gonna very soon fly the flight offline though, because the flight hosted by the guy that hosts the flights, they're always interesting, you know.
All right, so we have
okay then, see ya.
126.1. Chandler traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie is a Piper Comanche at 2,000 feet, about 8 miles west of the field, and continuing towards it to land. Chandler. So we have 0 wind, so runway 4 left probably.
Chandler traffic, November 36 Echo. Actually make that left base for a 04 left, Chandler.
And Chandler traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie will be entering a left base for 4 left as well, Chandler. Okay, let's actually start slowing down because it's not that far. Could it be that one? In that case, I'll just maybe turn slightly right. I'll do full mixture already. Yeah, so the time should be about 4 minutes only, which will be there soon. Again. Yeah, this is so unrealistic, you can
Chandler
never...
traffic, November 36 Echo, runway 04 left going around, Chandler.
You can never see the aircraft so well in real life, you know, the lights in broad daylight. So let's actually go down. I'm gonna do full prop.
Chandler traffic, Comanche 6529, Mabel's about 10 miles to the northwest. We'll be inbound for a left base, 4 left, Chandler.
Yeah, I see it. Chandler traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, left base, runway 4 left, about 3 miles, full stop landing. Chandler. Actually drop the gear.
Chandler traffic, November 36 Echo, turning left crosswind, 04 left, Chandler.
Do flaps 1. Let's do fuel pump and the landing lights.
Chandler traffic, November 36 Echo, turning left downwind, runway 04 left, Chandler.
Chandler traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, final runway 4 left. Full stop landing, Chandler.
Phoenix traffic on Civic 67 will be departing runway 7 left on the Broke 1 departure.
Floaty, floaty. Oh, engine wants to quit already.
Chandler traffic, November 36 Echo, turning left base, runway 04 left, Chandler.
Chandler traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 04 left, vacated, taxiing to transient parking by the tower. Chandler.
Chandler traffic, November 1, Victor Delta, about 8 miles to the west. For postal landing, we'll join the base for left, Chandler traffic.
Too many static aircraft here. Let's just park it somewhere. We are lowing, so we can park it quite fine next to these 172s.
Chandler traffic, November 36 Echo, turning from 04 left, full stop, Chandler.
Right. Okay. So let's do the maintenance. We assume that the engine has cooled off. So let's repair oil lines. Oil lines are getting old and are not as flexible as when new. There are two long hoses running to the floor in front of it. First in flight, they could start an engine fire. Replacement is highly recommended. Okay, so let's fix it. What about this one? Cylinder 5, compression is low on the cylinder and overall is recommended. However, it's technically still airworthy. Worn rings of or valves are the likely cause. You may notice some misfires at idle or low RPM, but the cylinder is still able to produce full power. May also burn more oil. Keep an eye on the engine monitor and EGT temps. If both start to show low temps, known as the cold cylinder, this would indicate a failing cylinder. Okay, so I basically don't need to, but let's replace that one. Alright, and alternator. While the alternator is still producing full voltage, will need replacing soon. The brushes are worn down. Keep an eye on the ammeter, because if your alternator fails in flight and you don't notice it, the first time you notice anything will be when your battery is dead. In night flight, this is dangerous, so if you plan to fly at night, overhauls recommended. Okay, so let's not do that yet. The alternator is like orange for a long time now. Let's do it like this. There is nice shape, combustion is clean without any sign of scoring. But okay. That's nice. What about the airframe? All good. Tire. Center tire. Yeah. Right tire. Interesting that it doesn't need anything yet. And electric system. Yeah. Alright. So that was it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye.